The woman stabbed the scout in the head and eliminated him. She went up to the hill and saw there were 3 guards at the base, so she found a ventilation shaft. The woman counted the number of enemies and their weapons, then entered the ventilation shaft using a rope. She arrived above a generator and hid to observe the enemies. There were a huge number. She took out a black uniform to disguise herself as a female worker there, and while observing the base, she noticed the monitored areas. Taking the opportunity of fetching plates, she located the hostage's position, and the enemies did not grow suspicious. The woman took an elevator to the lower floor and saw a female worker carrying a water bucket, so she pretended to help and successfully met the hostages. Returning to the generator room, she used her phone to send the base's coordinates to Allied forces and briefed her comrades on the hostages' main location. They first neutralized the surveillance administrator, then had a comrade disguise as a worker to secretly plant explosives in the cargo. The comrade also stole a rocket launcher and placed the last bomb. At that moment, an enemy subordinate informed the leader that the base had been invaded, so the leader began searching for the intruders. All female workers were ordered to remove their veils, and the leader's subordinate directly lifted a veil. It was the woman's comrade. Before the subordinate could react, the comrade activated the bomb detonator, and the bombs in the base exploded instantly. The enemies began to counterattack, but a female comrade raised a sniper rifle and shot down reinforcements one by one. The male comrade aimed the rocket launcher at the enemies and fired, while the woman rescued the hostages amid chaos. The last hostage escaped toward her, so she told them to take the elevator first and stayed to face the leader one-on-one. A machine gunner sacrificed to cover the evacuation, and more enemies arrived. The male comrade activated the final bomb, and they escaped in a vehicle with a female comrade manning the machine gun. At this point, the woman finally defeated the enemy leader, but a comrade was pinned under bricks and stayed to cover the retreat, throwing her last grenade. The woman and her comrade drove to the hill to meet Allied forces, and all hostages were taken onto a helicopter. However, the woman insisted on returning for the trapped comrade, so the male comrade joined her and put a CD in the car's player as they drove back to the base.